going to show you guys how to enter data for assignment number 13, gravitational force spreadsheet data. Alright, so on the spreadsheet you'll see a link and you'll click that and it should open up to this. You'll click begin and you'll select masses by choosing bigger or smaller, and you can adjust that as you wish. So once you choose those two masses, you're actually going to create a diagram that labels what the mass is that you chose. So let's see, so object 2, 2.94, and then the E means times 10 to the, and then it's the fourth power. So this is what it looks like for me right now. I am replicating that number, the 2.9 E plus 4 kg. That's what it looks like when I write it out. Now to get an exponent, I hold down Control and then I press period and it gives me that exponent. And then to get out of exponent mode, I press Control period again and it brings my text back down. Alright, so I have my object 2 labeled. Now I need to go to object 1 and I see the mass 3.68 times 10 to the third power. And it's already set up, cool. Alright, and then you can just delete the instructions that I have and you can adjust the masses as needed. So since this object 1 is times 10 to the third power, it should be smaller than object 2. And you can resize that and put that somewhere on your spreadsheet. Alright, so now to enter the data. So you're going to go back to, oh wait, let me make sure I didn't adjust that. Okay, cool. I just clicked on ruler to go back. Now I'm back here. Now the distance that you're measuring between is, see those little points on each circle? You're measuring to the distance between each of those two center of masses, so the central point. All right. Now to move the object's distance, you can adjust like this. And you don't have to follow this measurement exactly. It's whatever you have. You just need at least, let's see, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You just need 8 data points. So it's not perfect, but I'm just going to say that this is 3. So I'll zoom in a little bit. So I'm going to say that this is 3 meters. Now I need to measure the force. So I click on forces and this is what it says. 770.2 micronewtons. Now micro means times 10 to the negative 6. I think you'll either get micronewtons or millinewtons. And if it's micronewtons, this is how you type it into the spreadsheet. So I'm telling the spreadsheet that I'm using an exponent by just typing the capital letter E, and then it's an exponent of 10. So times 10 to the negative 6. This is what I type into my well, it is a calculator, but typing this into my spreadsheet to replicate the force listed here. Now when I press enter, it's going to change. And it puts it into scientific notation, and that is exactly what I would expect it to do. If the decimal point were moved 2 places to the left, of course you're going to have a different exponent. So when your spreadsheet adjusts that for you, don't be worried, that's what it's supposed to do. Do not, however, just type in like E negative 04 because you might end up writing something incorrectly, and then your data will be, it won't work out on the chart. So what you should type in is what I just showed you. So let's do the next one. So to get out of the force view, I just click it again, and now I'm gonna change the distance. I'll go to approximately 4. Awesome, I already have that set up. So 4 meters. Now I need to measure the force again. So 437.6. Just typing it in just like it shows me on my force meter or my force sensor. And now I'm typing E, so which means times 10 to the, and it's the -6th power because it's micro. Now I press enter on my keyboard and it changes that to the same notation as the previous. I'll do one more. So I click on the force again. Now I'll adjust the distance. And it's round 5. All right, click on forces. 281.8 E to the -6, enter, and there we go. So I'm just gonna delete these for now. So once you have all of your data set up, you're going to highlight the first 2 columns, not all the way down, just the first 2 columns to fill up your data. You should do all of the data, however. And then to create the chart, you're going to go up to Insert, Chart. And let's see, okay, I was wrong. I should just do more data because it's gonna mess up the chart. Okay, so we'll do another one. Okay, so 6. Cool, now let's measure the force. 196.4. My videos are always so long, so I was trying to make it short, but I failed. 144.7. Oh yeah, and it might also round. It probably will round for you. Okay. Oh no. 7. Okay, the fourth one. Okay. Almost done. E -6. Alright. So, I don't know why that changed. Alright, so now I'm going to highlight these 2 columns of data, insert chart, and let me get rid of this. If you hear any strange breathing, it's my cat. It's kind of snoring. Or maybe it's me just breathing really weird. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to resize this. There we go, that looks a little bit better. No, not really. How about this? There we go. Okay, So now to modify the chart to make it look a little bit better, we're just going to add a trends line, and then I'd like you to edit your chart just a little bit to get more practice experimenting with the different customization options. So first let's add the subtitle. So this is just to remind us of what we're measuring. So the gravitational force spreadsheet. You can modify the font here. If you adjust the title, you can modify the font here, whatever you want. You can also change the color. We're gonna go with blue today. And then the actual important thing you need to do is click on series, scroll down, click on trend line, and that is a linear trend line, and this is not a linear relationship. And so we need to change this to power series. And that gives us that nice curve that correlates to the data. You can change the line color here if you want. And that's actually it. Once you have your data in your data table, all of these set up, you have your diagram that you created, you can just use mine. If you click on edit, you should have access to this. You can change the color if you want, or you can change the size if necessary. And of course you need to change the mass to represent the mass that you selected for your two masses. And then to delete the instructions, which are kind of like ruining your spreadsheet look, I recommend you just highlight the whole thing or just click on the whole cell, right click, delete rows. Oh, and that worked perfectly. Okay. If it says when you delete the rows, like to choose shift up or shift left, I've clicked shift up, and that worked just fine. So we're eventually going to put these in our notebooks, but for now you can just go back to Google Classroom and press turn in, and I'll review your charts, make sure they look good, and then we're going to put them in our notebooks. But I'll give you more instructions on what I'm looking for there, because you're going to do a brief write-up. Alright, that's it. Goodbye!